All right. My God, this GTA 6 drama, I'm so sick and tired of it. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of this CyberLeak. I'm sick and tired of watching all these grifters grifting about this news. Now I'm grifting about it too. Um, I know I said that I won't be making any more GTA 6 videos, and I won't. Once, you know, Thursday comes, once Netflix finally shows us the presentation of GTA 6, dude, I won't care anymore. Um, and I think that's what this guy is doing. This group or whatever they are, the cyber leaks. Yeah, they're leaking it now before the Netflix. But once the Netflix shows us the final version of the game, no one's gonna care about those leaks anymore. No one's gonna watch your leaks. Here's my message to CyberLeak, dude. Whoever you are, or the groups of you, how many of you are, wherever you are, Germany or whatever, France, Germany, who gives a shit? Somewhere in Europe. Let's just say somewhere in Europe. Okay, I'm not even FBI, but something tells me you guys are probably somewhere in Europe. And I'm sure the authorities already know that. Here's my message to you. Once we get to Thursday, okay? My dear CyberLeak, once we get to the Thursday, no one's going to give a shit about your leaks anymore, or your demands, or your ultimatums. No one's going to care. You want to know why? Because finally people will be able to see the final version of the game. And in its full glory, with everything in it, people will be able to see it in its full glory, with everything. And no one will care about your pre-built leaks, even if you upload the entire game on there. Sure, there might be a handful of people, but Rockstar doesn't care about the handful of people. They care about millions of people, billions of people playing the game. And they know that the millions and billions want to play the final product. They don't want to play some unfinished garbage, buggy ass malware attached to a freaking malware product. No one's going to buy your crap. No intelligent person's going to buy your malware crap where you can steal their information. Okay? So I call you bluff. You're bluffing. You're scared because you know that Thursday is getting closer. Once Thursday gets here, bro, all you Mr. Leakers out there, anonymous Mr. Leakers, and I assume you guys are in Europe. I assume these leakers are in Europe. I really do. And there's actually indication that they are in Europe. Okay? You're not the only hackers. There's other hackers who actually want to help the Rockstar. Do you guys really think that all the hackers agree with you? No. You remember, there's so many hackers out there. Okay? And they might not like what you're doing. And they might want to expose you. So think about that too. You're not invincible. No one is. All right? And you're going to get caught. That's my message to all these whoever you are, one person, two people, three people, groups of five people, I don't care. Your ass will get caught. That's a guarantee. I don't know when, but you will get caught. And you will get prosecuted. And you will spend time in federal prison. All right. So, nobody will care, guys, about this Mr. Leak anymore once this final product is being showcased on Netflix. And then after 6 hours from being broadcast on Netflix, it'll be, you know, put on YouTube and billions of people will be able to see it for free. So come Friday, that's it, Mr. Leak. It's over for you, dude. Nobody will give a shit about what you upload. No one will care if you upload the full game because nobody wants to play a unfinished product that's attached to malware from some freaking hacker organization calling themselves CyberLeek, or one individual calling himself CyberLeek. I don't think it's one individual. I think it's a group of people, most likely in Germany, in Europe, somewhere out there, France. I don't. Maybe you guys are moving around right now, but don't worry, FBI will catch you. Okay, they have satellites, they have connections everywhere. They'll track you down. Okay, they have better technology than you. Okay, never underestimate the government's technology. Okay, you work at Area 51? No. Do you know what we have in Area 51? No. Okay, good. You don't want to know. So your ass will get caught. And Rockstar knows that. That's why they're not worried. They're, you know, billions of dollars corporation. Now, some of you guys will say, but Mr. 4K, why are you protecting Rockstar? And I'm sure even this hacker, if he ever sees this video, he will say, but dude, why are you a boot leaker? I'm not a boot leaker for Rockstar. This is not about me boot leaking anyone's company. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm not attached to anyone's brand. I'm not licking anyone's boot. What I'm simply saying is there's a difference between right and wrong. You can disagree with some decisions that the companies make. You are more than welcome to disagree. But there's right and wrong. You see, I was raised by a very smart father and mother. And my father, unfortunately, he passed away. May he rest in peace. He had a cancer. But my father always told me, you can disagree. You don't have to agree with decisions that other companies make, but you should always know what's right and wrong. You should always remember what's right and wrong. Okay? And that's what this is about. It's not about me licking the boots for Sony or licking the boots for Rockstar. This is about, as I said on previous video, right and wrong. If you break the law, I don't give a shit about you, bro. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your Robin Hood vigilante shit you're trying to do. I just don't give a shit. When you break the law, I just don't care about you anymore, dude. I just don't. Okay? This is about what's right and wrong. So what's right? The right thing is that we respect the company's decisions. They are the company that created this game. They are in charge. This is their product. We have to respect that. We don't have to agree with that. We don't have to agree with uh, what they're doing. We can complain. You are within your rights to complain. No one's saying you can't complain about, hey, what Rockstar is doing. But when you start doing something illegal and when you start breaking the law, that's where it goes to the other part of what I was saying, the wrong. So you have to know the difference between right and wrong. This is not about me licking the boot for any company. I'm not a bootlicker of any brand. But you got to understand the difference between right and wrong. That's what this is about. And I hope that these hackers see this video. That's what this is about. I don't give a shit about your feelings about the company, whether you agree with their decision or disagree with their decision. If you don't like their decision, guess what, dude? Don't buy their game. Don't ever buy any Rockstar game. It's that simple, dude. Speak with your wallet. But when you start doing illegal shit, when you start breaking the law, that's where I don't give a shit about you anymore. That's why I don't care. I don't care what your feelings are. When you break the law, I don't give a shit about you anymore. Okay? If you don't listen, I said this millions of times. If you want to send a message to a company, don't buy their game. If people don't like what Rockstar is doing with not including a physical media disc, guess what? Cancel your pre-orders. Don't buy the game. That's how you send a message. If you want to send a message to Rockstar, this is how you send a message. Cancel pre-orders. If everybody cancels their pre-orders, if everybody don't buy their game, guess what? Then Rockstar will be forced to put it on the disc. But when you start doing illegal shit and when you start breaking the law, that's the issue. That's the problem that I have. Okay? I'm not a bootleaker for any brand. I'm not a bootleaker for any company. I'm just simply saying I know the difference between right and wrong. Okay? You guys need to understand the difference between right and wrong. What these guys are doing, it's illegal. They're breaking the law, and they're also making money on top of that. And they're holding some sort of a ransom if you know, don't release it on physical media. If you don't apologize, we're going to release the game. Or if something happens to us, or if we get caught, we're going to release the game everywhere. Okay, that's criminal. That's breaking the law. I can't support that shit, and neither should you. And if you support that crap, well, guess what? Then you are accomplice to these criminals. Guys, it's not about whether I agree or disagree with the decision that the company has made. The companies have a right to make whatever decisions they want to make. They're within their rights to make whatever decisions they want to make. That's their product. You don't have to agree with their decision, but guess what? They have a right to make whatever decisions they want to make. Okay? That's their product. They own the rights to that product. Now, if you don't like it, speak with your wallet. This is what I always say. Speak with your wallet. Okay? Speak with your wallet. Cancel the pre-orders. Don't buy the game. You don't like their decisions? You don't like their decisions that they made, that they are, not including a physical media, and they're charging you $100 to $80. If you don't like that decision that they made, speak with your wallet. Okay? Speak with your wallet. Don't buy their game. It's really that simple. You have that right. Don't buy their game. If you want to send a message to Rockstar, don't purchase their game. It's really that simple. But when you start doing some illegal shit like this, you're a criminal. And I cannot support criminals. I cannot respect anyone who's a criminal. I don't give a shit about what your message is. As soon as you break the law, I don't give a rat's ass about you, bro. If you were willing to break the law, then you're willing to do anything. And I will never support anyone who's willing to go that far. So, listen, come Thursday, once we finally see the final product of the game, it's over for this guy or for this groups of people, whatever they are, Germany, Europe, I'm just guessing. Most likely they're either Germany or France, is what I'm guessing. It has to be European, dude. It has to be. But how do they obtain the copy of the game, the pre-built? India, Rockstar India, and I'm not shocked or surprised that that has happened because in India there's a lot of corruption, man. Again, no offense to anybody who's from India, but India is very corrupted. I know it's 1.5 billion people there, but it's very corrupted there, dude. It's very corrupt. So I'm not surprised that's the case. Um, but once Rockstar releases this final product extended look on Netflix, no one is going to give a shit about your cyber leak and what you're leaking because people don't want to see a unfinished buggy ass product, and they sure as hell do not want to download a malware buggy ass product, unfinished buggy ass product. They want to see the finished product. They can wait 2.5 months. They already know. They will know how the game looks, the final product, the finished product. So come Thursday, no one will give a shit about this guy CyberLeek. No one will care. There might be a handful of people that might want to purchase his garbage, but no one will care. But this guy will get caught. Mark my words. We'll be talking about him in November, how he got caught, and groups of these people, how they got caught and how they got traced, etc., etc. So, you know, but I'm really sick and tired of listening to this nonsense and this CyberLeek. He's like enjoying this shit, or he or she, whoever they are, they're enjoying this crap because that's what they want. They want the attention. And remember, they want the money. That's what this is all about. It's all about the money at the end of the day. Remember that. It's all about the money. They don't give a shit about the game. They don't give a shit about you. They only care about them and making the money. You have to understand that. And the worst part about these groups, they don't even trust each other, and that's why they're gonna get caught. Someone's gonna make a mistake, someone's gonna squeal, and someone's gonna get caught, and someone's gonna squeal. And when they get that one person that's going to squeal, once that person squeals, oh, then all the dominoes will fall, and they will get caught. Okay. So listen, guys. Honestly, this is my last video till Thursday, because no one will care once once the Netflix presentation becomes available on Thursday. Once you're able to see it 6 hours after the premiere on the YouTube, no one will give a shit. No one will care about this CyberLeek guy anymore, or the CyberLeek group, or whoever the fuck they are. No one will care once we have the official final product of the game being showcased to us. Okay, no one's going to care. All right. So that's it for this group. I'm telling you, no one will care. Why would they care? They can just go watch it on Netflix. They can watch it on Rockstar's YouTube channel. They will see the final product, and it's 2.5 months. People say, okay, I already seen the final product. It's 2.5 months from now. I don't care about these leaks anymore. No one will give a shit. But guess who will give a shit? The authorities. And now these assholes will be on a run. They're going to be running, changing their locations, but they're going to get caught. There's this thing called Interpol that's connected to the European Union and other countries, with our government and our Department of Justice and Federal Bureau investigation, and these guys will get caught. Okay? They will get caught. That's a guarantee. Listen, guys, as I said earlier, if you don't agree with a company's decision, don't buy their product. It's really that simple. If you don't agree with what they're doing, don't purchase their product. Okay? It's that simple. If you don't like what Rockstar is doing, cancel your pre-orders and don't buy their product. Speak with your wallet. Speak with your wallet. But when you start doing some shit like breaking the law and doing some shit that's illegal, I'm sorry, dude. But no, I'm not sorry. I have no respect for you. As soon as you break the law, I don't give a shit about you, bro. I don't care what your agenda is. I don't give a shit what comes out of your mouth. I don't care nothing about you. Nothing. As soon as you break the law, I don't give a shit about you, bro. I don't care what comes out of your mouth. I don't care what you say, what your agenda is. I don't want to know nothing about you. As soon as you break the law, that's it. I don't care about you at all. I have zero respect. So, and this is what I just want to say in closing. Like I said, this will be my last video addressing this CyberLeek and this bullshit and this whole nonsense, okay? And I can't wait for it to be over so we can finally be done with this bullshit, and see the final product come Thursday, come Friday, by the end of this week, over the weekend. Okay, going into September, we got 2.5 months left. 2.5 months, man. You already will know how the game looks, how the game plays. You got 2.5 months. And that's that. No one will care about the CyberLeek nonsense. Okay? So that's all I wanted to say, all right, on this video. Okay? So my next video regarding GTA 6 is going to be on probably Friday morning. I will not upload the video till Friday morning because of the embargo. It will be from the Netflix. I will do a little video edit talking about. I'm not going to show you the entire footage, just a little bit of a footage from the Netflix. I'll give you my a little bit of opinion on it, and then you will see the video where I'm going to be talking about what I have seen on the Netflix and how it all looks and what they talked about. I'll show you some little bit of a footage, and then you will see it on Friday. But it'll be like just a short little footage, not too much. And I'll tell you what I think. I'll give you my opinions about it. And then all we have to do after that, pre-order the game and wait till November. And November will be here faster and quicker than you think. Okay? 2.5 months will fly by, dude. I mean, holiday season just around the corner, dude. We're already almost in September, right? We got like 1 week left, and we got like what? September's almost here, dude. Or a couple of weeks left, or yeah, like I don't know, like something like that, like 10 days left, and we got September just around the corner. You know, actually, not even 10 days. It's 1 week, yeah, 1 week left. Because next week it's September. I'm sorry. Next week, after this week, next week it's September. Yeah, yeah. So we're almost, yeah, well, less than 10 days. Less than 10 days, maybe 8 days left, and we're in September. So week after this week, next week, it's September. And you got October, holiday season just around the corner, November, and that's it. The game will be here. We'll be enjoying the holiday season, playing GTA 6. And those assholes from CyberLeek will be arrested, will be prosecuted. And you'll hear about it on the news. You'll see it on the YouTube videos and the news. They'll talk about it. Everyone will be grifting about it, how they got caught. There might even be a documentary made on Netflix talking about like these clowns, how they got caught, blah 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 blah. Okay, I've seen this movie before. I've seen how this plays out. Okay, so I'm not worried about this at all. Neither is Rockstar. But remember, I'm not a boot licker. Before I end the video, I'm not licking the boots of Rockstar or any company or any corporation. What this is about, it's about what's right and wrong. Okay, you have a right to complain, and you don't have to purchase GTA 6. You can speak with your wallet. Don't buy the game. Okay, you don't have to buy the game. It's not like a law that says you have to buy the GTA 6. You don't have to buy it. Don't buy it. Okay? But when you start breaking the law and doing illegal shit, that's where I draw the line. I'm sorry, dude, but I'm not sorry. I don't have any respect for anyone who breaks the law. I don't have any respect for anyone who does that shit. As soon as you break the law and do something illegal, I don't give a shit about you, bro. I don't care about you. I don't care what comes out of your mouth. I don't care what your excuse is. I don't care what your freaking agenda is. I just don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you at all. As soon as you make that decision to break the law, I don't give a fuck about you. Okay? So, and that's how I feel about these hackers. I don't give a fuck about them. They deserve to go to jail, and they will go to jail, and they're going to spend the rest of their lives in jail. In the worst possible prison that you can imagine. Federal prison. Okay? So that's all I want to say in closing about this whole thing, okay? I know it's a long video, but I just needed to get this off my chest, okay? I just needed to get this off my chest. And that's all I wanted to say. And look, my mouth is moving because I'm talking. That's right. That's right. And that's honestly how I feel, you know, about this whole situation. Okay? So my next video is going to be the Netflix presentation, a short little video. I'll show you a little bit of footage, not everything, just a little bit, and I'll talk about it and what I have seen. And then the video will be uploaded on Friday once the embargo is lifted. Okay, so you'll probably see the video on Friday, probably Friday morning around there somewhere. You'll see the video around this time. In the morning, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, around there somewhere. In the morning, you'll see the video. All right, guys. Well, anyway, that's it. That's the video. Thank you all for subscribing. Hey, let's reach 60,000 subscribers, all right? I mean, I do upload daily. I do have live streams. I have a lot of videos. I have a lot of content. I've been doing this for a long time. If you guys like what I do, like, share, subscribe. Let's get to 60,000. I cannot open the comments. I cannot open the chat until we get to 60,000, guys. Let's reach 60,000, because if we reach 60,000, then you are letting me know that you do care about what I'm doing, that you do care about me reaching 60,000 subscribers. If we don't get to 60,000, then you're letting me know you don't care. So that's why I'm doing this, okay? So let's reach 60,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.